I work with maximum rock and roll people say, no? You know the band The Who? Maximum R&B. So macam tu lah basically. No.
Hence why you were a drummer back in the day.
There you go. Dia macam ni. You do the best you can whenever you can, right? And let's see what unfolds. So because you cannot foretell things, you know. This is the problem. People want to predict. That's why macam medal tallies and all that. I've got a big beef on this. In fact, sometimes that's another discussion.
Another episode.
Another episode. Okay, right. So anyway, the situation now. So dear, what happened is we basically, to cut the long story short, we can write a book on it, you know.
Okay.
Because we spent 65 days to get him on the plane and starting his first match.
Yang 2012
2012.
dia dapat silver, is it?
Silver.
Wow. So from people doubting him,
from zero, that means wooden spoonies pun tak jadi, he got a silver medal.
And he worked really close with your team lah.
Okay, having said that, none of us are magicians.
Okay.
The real magician is he himself. Because he has to desire this.
His resilience.
Yeah, he must want this badly. So what we did in the first instance, when you rehab athletes, you don't rehab like normal people.
Okay.
Right? We strung a net across the rehab room.
Okay.
We asked him to hold a racket and play badminton. One step to the right, to the left. Kalau right, you get forehand. You left, backhand. Stroke. One step back to the side, whatever. No more than that, don't jump. Itu saja brighten up, you know, his whole mood and all that. Because this is part of the psychology of rehab, you know. You got to get them as close as possible and then progress that by working with their normal implements.
Process.
Exactly. If you remove them from that, kan, they seem like this. Even though it's only 20 meters, it seems it might as well be 2,000 meters.
Dia doktor ni, dia punya cerita memang banyak. Sampai like kita memang general pun, there's like so much. Like we can even have you said 65 days from
65 days.
That can be one episode already. Aziz ni punya story can be one episode already. It's like so banyak.
In fact, there were 4 people involved. That's myself. There were 2 physiotherapists. One Malaysian, one German.
Okay.
The German girl was already with us.
Alright.
First,
right now she's helping 𝙒𝙊𝙍𝙃.
Okay.
And then Fadil, our physiotherapist, really good man.
Okay.
And then we've got 𝙒𝙍𝙇𝙍, Chinese medical practitioner, but because he got no license here, so he became massage therapist. So the 4 of us, we wanted psychologists to get involved. But then we all decided that if you put a psychologist in there, it's too obvious. Right? We don't want him to feel like something wrong with me. So we consulted with the psychologist. We already a member of our staff anyway. 𝙒𝙊𝙍𝙃 is already gone back to Canada. So he knew what needs to be done. So he absolutely agreed. He helped Nicole debut in the early years of 𝙒𝙊𝙍𝙃.
Okay. My question to you.
Yeah.
You said 65 days you have to make sure him to get on the plane.
Yeah.
Are you the person to give the call? You can go on the plane or not?
The green light.
Well,
The visa.
Orang rakyat Malaysia nak
look,
tahu.
at the end of the day, kalau you leave it to other people, you would have been on the plane at 40 days, not 65 days. I'm the one who just, wait, because we need to do the process. You understand tak? Because everybody is, please, you know, dia kalau main satu kaki pun okay lah, you know. Benda macam tu. You know what I'm saying?
So you are the person
who macam ni.
Give the call.
The process requires it. The process, I'm just going through the process. And then each process ada phase. Each phase mesti ada clear signs of progress.
KPI dia lah.
Exactly. If you don't have clear signs of progress, he's not going to make it to the next phase. Right? He's not going to make from point A to point Z.
Wow.
Macam tu. So, you know, when I felt that he can make it, I had some, you know, some feeling in my chest. Okay, this man can do it. Simple thing. When you do that, it's all about jumping and landing. Okay. So we put these low hurdles. So he was jumping 2 feet. 2-footed over and then landing. The next one was on the uninjured leg. The other one was injured leg. So he can jump and land on the injured leg, fine. So that's where real progress is. You get there first, betul tak? And then after that, tengok, is he swollen ke? Does he have any residual pain ke? Tak ada.
Wow.
You understand?
So basically kita nampak dia main 2012 main Olympics tu. Yang belakang tabir tu, it's Dr. Ramlan.
Wait. There are other doctors. Macam ni.
One of it lah.
Okay. Dia macam ni. There's another procedure that was actually very early on.
Okay.
It's called stem cell injection.
Okay.
Stem cell injection dulu, it was not widely accepted. So this colleague of mine, Dr. 𝙒𝙊𝘾𝙃. Okay. So we had actually experimented on this on other ni for muscle test sebenarnya tu. So we were discussing. So what should we do? Surgery will be out of the question because it will take too long, right? If we don't do anything, might not work.
Okay.
We have to do something. So we have tried on other joints, other structures and all that. So I said, why don't we do this on the torn ligaments? So 5 injections in about 2 weeks. That means we accelerated the whole thing.
I see.
Benda ni, stem cell ni is harvested from your pelvis.
Okay.
Because of a previous punya injury we had, that means dia punya stem cell already in storage.
Okay.
Kalau if we were to harvest it then and there, that would add another 2 weeks to recovery. So this is all everything, you know.
In line.
You know. You know what I'm saying?
Dia basically dia ditakdirkan jugalah
Memang.
untuk inject macam tu.
That's right.
Untuk jumpa you, untuk recovery phase to get the silver. So I did not know from this part. Honestly, I tengok je the game.
How old are you? I was wondering when in 2012.
Alamak.
Yeah.
Kita kena kantorkan umur saya pada masa itu. I think I was like 2012, 18.
18
like that. Yes.
Young. Okay.
So,
Okay, right.
like, I did not know like betul-betul like the behind of it. Mungkin orang tak tahu sebenarnya journey atlet dia. Oh, itu je.
You see the good thing in all of this, dia punya thing is one thing, the one reality is a lot of people working together to help him, to help the determined man.
Okay.
That is the real story.
Yes.
You see, and we were just there to be in a position to help him and to share in his struggle.
Yes.
That's the most important thing.
Okay.
Right?
So dia just this Olympic kan.
Yeah.
You are in a position where you need to oversee everyone, right?
Yeah.
So
basically,
you're not 100% just on him.
No.
Fuh lama. That
Contingent.
Well, it helped that that year the hockey team did not qualify.
Okay.
Because I was for 16 years I was a hockey team doctor.
Wow.
So if they qualify, I would have been
Pening juga lah.
No, I would have my wife would have probably sent me away and say, well, hello stranger, never going home and all that.
I see. Faham.
That way.
Work-life balance lah.
So
Saturday.
no, because we had individual athletes at that point. We had cycling, track cycling, we had athletics and all that. You see, when it comes to the Olympics, you have three types of athletes. Okay. The first type of athlete is the one who fights for medals.
Okay.
The position to fight for medal.
Okay.
The Aziz, the Lee Chong Wei, the Pandalela.
Yes.
These people. And don't talk about gold medals. At that level, kan?
Yeah.
Even the bronze medal is worth its weight in gold.
Yes.
Macam tu.
Podium.
What would you pay for a bronze medal at the Olympics?
I tak pernah fikir lah.
There you go.
I cannot.
So let's honor all the medals that you get.
Yes.
Any sport, any games festival. So sekarang ni, the idea is for us to also get them recognizing the medal too as the reward.
See.
Because sekarang ni, when they get the medal, they think the rewards is 1 million ringgit. Nilai to. That is not the reward. The reward is the medal. If you are fixed in your heart, that means
Being the best amongst the elite.
exactly that medal stands for something. You're the best of the best.
Okay, so there's one yang fighting for medals.
These are people who fight for medals.
Okay.
The other one are the people who are multiple SEA Games champions.
Okay.
Right? Always breaking records at SEA Games level.
Okay.
But that's where their ceiling is, unfortunately.
Okay.
They cannot go further. Maybe Asian track and field, they may get the bronze or something once in a while. We know who those people are.
Okay.
They're great athletes. We honor them by, if they have to meet the qualifying time anyway, or distance, whatever, they go to the Olympics, they become Olympians. And that's a grand honor for them.
Yes.
The third type is athletes who are there by invitation, the so-called wild card. Okay. So these wildcards, they're just there, they're just sharing, you know. Kalau if we are unkind, kita ni semua meramaikan majlis. Meramaikan majlis. Tapi let's not do that to them anyway, because they still become Olympians or they get a certificate. Mr. Arif Daniel has participated in the Olympics and he's now called Olympian. Behind Arif Daniel, OLY. You can put that, Arif Daniel, OLY. Oli ni siapa? Some comedian or something, no? But it's Olympian.
Okay lah, boleh lah kalau nak meramaikan majlis.
Boleh.
Boleh kau kita.
You can still make it. If you choose which sport
Datuk, chess, no?
Shooting maybe.
Shooting
Shooting you can find. Shooting because there's no age cap, what? Kan? Shooting. Even archery. Dulu I met a lady 63 years old, representing Switzerland. 63, my age.
Wow.
So there are certain sports where it doesn't matter, you know. You as long as you are able to do it, you do it well, then you get into it.
Okay, so basically there's 3 type of athletes. So you are focused on.
So dia punya funding, dia punya support tu is commensurate with their mission, you see.
Okay.
But all of them have a mission.
Nice.
This mission is central to the whole thing. You cannot go there thinking that I'm going to the Olympics. Oh, everybody will think I'm such a great athlete and all that. No. Your greatness comes from how good you make your nation feel. Isn't it?
Yes.
Sometimes you don't win.
Yes.
Tapi, that's a fine example of a Malaysian. Yes.
Hope,
There you go.
Belief.
That's where the value is. So the reason why I'm in sports medicine, there's another second reason, is because if Lee Chong Wei had gone to gold medal, dia tak win gold medal pun, tapi I'm sure he has inspired a lot of youngsters to take up badminton. Some of them will become the national athletes of the future. But most of them will continue to play badminton for health, fitness and recreation.
Lama.
Betul?
Memang.
So you help health indices.
Okay.
Excuse me. You help social indices. One youngster playing sports is one youngster less on the streets.
Correct.
Yes.
So you help
Away from
crime prevention. So that's why I tell central agencies dulu lah. Now I'm retired and all that, so I don't have to tell them anything. Okay. But I hope they're still listening. So anyway, to your podcast, no. Yeah. But the most important thing is that if they give sport RM1, we are in a position to give them RM10.
I see.
Betul tak?
Yes.
Less disease, less non-communicable diseases and all that in the future. So these are the things that sometimes people they demand from you outcomes which you may not be able to do that in the short term.
Wow.
Within the 5 years, the impact is longer term. Okay.
I maybe you've not we've not maybe ada ke apa ke, but I'll say again on behalf of bettercallsukan and also the whole rakyat Malaysia, we thank you for all your efforts daripada not just Lee Chong Wei and any all other sports, but what a way to end the whole episode about the Lee Chong Wei story. It's really inspiring to hear that.
We should write a book. I don't know. He's still around. He's now he was CDM for the Olympics, kan?
Yes.
And then he's on the Road to Gold punya committee.
Yes.
But I now play a role as a Road to Gold punya secretariat.
Okay.
And I'm the technical advisor.
I see.
So if bit of a troubleshooter, but if there's anything, I'm looking at the training process and all that. So it's not much time before the next Olympics in next year.
2024.
But if we are smart, we're looking at the Olympics after that as well in LA. You have to.
Yes. Okay, before we go to the last segment, we apologize to listeners, but it's a very interesting episode. I want to ask you if you have any advices to anyone out there yang melalui injury ke atau takut or anything. Yes. Not if just athletes.
Okay.
Anyone out there yang main sports.
Everybody.
Yeah. So you have any advice that you want to give?
Basically it's like this, because when I see a patient, I don't look at the level of sport that they do.
Okay.
I look at the injury that they have.
Yes.
And then when we look at that, then the recovery, the treatment and recovery depends on what sort of timelines they got.
Yes.
For the next competition. It can be just a social event.
Yes.
Right? But that social event to that person is the Olympics for them. You see?
Yes.
But the pressure is not as great but we need the processes are still the same.
Yeah.
Still the same. Tentu.
So to like, even like to myself, I sprain ankle.
Okay.
Nak datang balik pun, it's
Boleh.
just
boleh.
the advice is just to just handle
Think
it.
the process.
Lah is important.
You have to have the sort of patience, determination, and resolve.
Okay.
Finish the work, because at the end of the day, it's not my ankle, it's your ankle.
I see.
Okay, it's your ankle.
Betul.
I share in your journey, but I cannot be holding your hand.
Yeah.
Yes, you see. So that's the thing. As much as we treat people and we help them to recover,
Okay.
the responsibility is still theirs. I have the responsibility of care for you, but this is your body, and you have to care for your body more than I do.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Macam tu.
Itulah pendengar-pendengar dan penonton-penonton, that is advice from Dr. Ramlan kita.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ramlan.
Okay, it's been a pleasure.
For
Been a pleasure,
a very wonderful
Yeah.
session. We go quick one.
Quick fire.
Quick fire to
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Quick one. Any club that you support?
I'm a long time Spurs fan.
Oh, lemak.
I've been a Spurs fan since 1979-80.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tottenham Hotspur,
Dia old time dia respect sikit.
Yeah, because Glenn Hoddle,
Yes.
𝙒𝙊𝘾𝙃,
Jürgen
Vicky
Klinsmann,
Villa.
yeah,
No, even before Jürgen Klinsmann.
I see.
𝙒𝙊𝘾𝙃 and all that. They played football with a sort of joy and abandon,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They're not there to necessarily win, but even if they lose in style. No?
Okay.
So sometimes you lose that. So recently they tried to get managers who were in the habit of winning, kan?
Yeah.
But it was all wrong, because they played a really dour.
Yes.
Yeah.
The jiwa is not there.
No.
Yes.
They're boring football.
Okay.
If it wasn't sports medical, where
Yeah.
would you be? What would you be doing?
Not a male dancer, no.
Jawapan dreamer. Jawapan dreamer. No.
Because I'm a musician as well. My brother is actually a professional in the music business.
Okay.
He's a recording producer, engineer, and all that.
Okay.
So he was once married to 𝙒𝙊𝘾𝙄𝑼𝑑𝙊𝘾.
I see.
Majid.
Okay.
So anyway, he's retired as well. He wasn't well and all that. So I might have gone to stray in some area of music, but not as a profession, because when he chose that profession, I that sort of blocked it for me, because I don't want my father is actually aghast. He understands if you want to become a doctor, lawyer, and all that, but you want to become a musician. But in the end, he came into it because my brother was so serious.
Yes.
And the important thing then, we all realized that whatever you do, you must do it well. You must do it well.
Okay. Is there a sport that you still need to learn?
Like you, I would like to get into shooting, just to because twice I tried, and the groupings were good.
Okay.
It's just that it missed the bullseye by quite a way, but it's all the same area. So that means I have to adjust myself. Yeah.
Okay.
So I never really followed up. Archery would be something nice to do. My son took up archery. He was the rugby player, but now he's no longer playing rugby because you have to find 14 other guys, kan? So and another team to play against. But he took up archery.
So if there is any other sports ke person ke whoever that you want us to call for our episode in the upcoming future, what would we be? A different doctor ke, or like this ke?
Yes. Other doctors, perhaps an orthopedic surgeon ke, and talk about certain things. Because I'm just more of a generalist. You see?
Yes.
I just oversee things. I keep everything together and all that. But they have their own journeys, their own challenges, and contributions to the whole process. Radiologists, sports radiologists, physiotherapists.
Yeah,
right?
we should.
Physiotherapists.
Yes, not boy.
Coaches, have you got coaches before, kan?
Yeah.
Yes, coach.
Okay. May I know whom?
It's just all grassroots coaches.
Grassroots coaches, okay.
And also, apa nama dia?
Get John Beasley to come here. John Beasley is living in the country now.
Okay.
You living here?
We'll try.
Can
Nak
get in
boy?
touch with him, boleh?
Yes.
He's a very clear communicator. Good coaches are clear communicators,
Okay.
right? It's not enough to have a good plan, but to communicate and make sure that the plan is implemented and executed properly.
Sekarang ni kita nak tanya soalan yang agak tough for you.
Okay, please.
Favorite athlete and coach.
Favorite athlete coach?
kita bagi dalam kalangan negara dan international.
Dan negara. Nicole David, senang. Nicole David.
Senang.
Really, you know why? Because it's tough. If a lady is Nicole David, if it's a man, it's 𝙒𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼. Okay. Why? Because Nicole David is so smart as a whip. She can be away for all that, and then she studies for 4 months for her SPM, and she gets 7 A's.
I see.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Kalau coach,
doesn't matter whether Malaysian or foreign.
Yeah.
Tapi coach, local coach, he has to be my dear old coach, Mr. Paramalingam.
Okay.
Paramalingam.
He is coach for
hockey
what?
coach.
Hockey coach.
Dulu, he was a national hockey player.
Okay.
He's a double Olympian, 64, 68. And I think he played cricket for the country, if I'm not mistaken, or at least in the position to do so.
Okay.
He's not unwell, and we all pray for him so that he, at least is comfortable. He's now in his 80s and all that. But he was the first coach who took me up as a team doctor.
I see.
I worked with the national junior hockey, and we went to the Junior World Cup in Barcelona, 1993.
Cool.
Macam tu.
Okay. Any favorite fictional sporting character that you enjoy?
See, if I work with reality, I have no time for fiction.
Okay, that's good. Answer diterima.
What a cool answer. Alright.
Yeah.
Adakah like kata-kata, quotes or saying that you keeps in you and maybe you keep telling people?
Yeah. Dulu Terry Walsh, another good hockey Malaysian player. Simple dong. Sometimes when you hear coaches shout instructions, they say too many words and at a high pitch that
tak boleh dengar lah.
grates the ears. Nobody really understands what he's trying to say.
Okay.
You say apa? To the right, over there.
Okay.
Habis itu.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Alright.
To the right, you go there. Over there. Yang tu, senang. 2 words saja.
Okay.
To the right, 2 or 3 words saja. There's no need. Wait. Tak boleh. It sounds like a bunch of flies.
So
here.
is that the quotes that you keep?
It's about communication.
Oh.
Communication. Effective communication. And it helped because Terry Walsh was a former teacher.
I see.
You see? Many coaches are teachers. And they're good teachers.
Okay.
Okay? Alright.
With that, we give you you nak bagi shout out ke last ke before anything to anyone if
one thing
they only reach to you ke?
Wait, let me talk about support.
Support, yes, sure.
Fanship, when we support the national athletes, we must understand that when we look at the athletes competing, we're just looking at the sharp end of things.
Okay.
But we're not looking at how they have missed a big chunk of their young lives.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, betul. Wake up early in the morning, go to sleep early and all that, miss parties and all that, all this joy in life. And for what? Because they love the sport in the beginning. But we have to love them at least for that.
Yes.
Right? And if they have a problem, they have an issue, they've been losing, at least wish them well in terms of overcoming that. Sometimes they are their own worst enemy, I must admit. Sometimes they don't listen, or they're just plain stubborn and all that. Okay. But more often than not, it is worthwhile because they're fighting for the nation. And the fact that they are competing for the nation and fighting for not only that flag that represents all of us in this room and those outside this room, there you go, that you have to at least respect that and then give them encouragement. Because as fans, we are not expecting the athletes' victory to encourage us. We are supposed to encourage them when they're down.
Yes.
You see? Then we are true supporters. Otherwise, you're just like, bandwagon jumpers. Please don't. I have no time for that. Macam tu.
I think that's a very good place to wrap up.
Yes.
So thank you very much, you two kind gentlemen, for having me this
afternoon. Thank you so much. It's such I believe it's such another inspiring and wonderful episode to have you. Thank you everybody also for listening. This is also a very good episode. Thank you again, Dr. Ramlan, for coming. It is such a good episode, and we hope that whatever it is that you do in the future, and also whatever it inspires people to keep growing and to make them be as inspired actually. Thank you so much. Thank you so much on behalf of Better Call Sukan and behalf of all Malaysians. We thank you. Alright, thank you everybody also for listening. Do follow Better Call Sukan for any updates and everything. And I guess that's about it. Thank you everybody. My name is Arif Daniel.
I'm Carl.
And I'm Ramlan.
Dr. Ramlan. Alright, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Audio Plus.